The War Within beta has officially been announced for June 5th. So those of you who've been waiting on the fence, like I have been, to get into the beta with your Epic Edition, we will be getting in very shortly. Everyone else who is signed up, it sounds like those are going to be opening up in a rolling wave of invites. Let's go ahead and take a look at the news article here. It says, the beta test begins on June 5th. Over the course of the test, we'll be inviting community veterans, press, fan sites, friends, and family to check out the upcoming expansion to give us feedback. Players who purchase or upgrade to the Epic Edition of the War Within will also gain immediate access to the beta, get a minimum 3-day early access to the expansion. And then there's some details in here on how to get going if you're in beta, if you get the invite. What is available in the beta? It says new systems, the complete leveling experience, zones, dungeons, delves, warbands, and the new playable earthen are all available in the beta. Raid testing is going to be coming at a later time. The zones of, Kaz Algar, designated Sector AR 934. So, beneath the surface of Azeroth, an expansive world exists, fraught with danger waiting to be explored. We're going to the Isle of Dorn, the Ringing Deep, Hollowfall, and Azj-Kahet. It says here, for players who are concerned about the space filled with spiders, there's going to be an arachnophobia filter turned on, which will convert spider creatures into crabs. I don't like spiders, but I will be using that. I don't mind them in game at all. And then we have the earthen, and I can't wait for this personally because I'm going to be making an earthen Death Knight. So definitely going to be wanting to test that experience out in beta. Traditionally, I don't like to spoil story for myself, but I'm in a different position now than I was years ago where I am a content creator, and so it behooves me to go out there and do things when you're in early access and beta and everything else. So expect me to be showing off pretty much everything in the beta once we get going here. The month of June is kind of set aside for me to do finish up my Rogue Trader playthrough, and now that I know this is coming down the pipeline, I'll be doing this as well while I'm out of the office. So we've met the Earthen before in Old War, but this time we're going to be able to create them. If I remember correctly, you get to unlock them after you finish the main campaign. So I'm assuming that's going to be part of the beta process, is going to be to play through the campaign storyline and unlock the Earthen. So if that's the case, that's probably going to be one of my focuses, is just to explore what that feels like, what the storyline is like, and everything else. And get into the nuances and just check all that stuff out and see what else we see. There's also dungeons. There's leveling up dungeons, it says. There are going to be 4 level up dungeons and 4 max level dungeons. So we've got the Rookery, the Stone Vault, Priory, the Sacred Flame, the City of Threads for level up dungeons. And then we've got Cinder Room Meadery, Dark Flame Cleft, the Dawnbreaker, Old City. And it says if you don't want to use the Dungeon Finder, you can do the campaign story with follower dungeons, which are going to be available to play in all level up dungeons. And we've got a raid dungeon with 8 boss encounters, but they did say that that's coming later on down the pipeline. And of course, delves, which are pretty awesome. We've also got Dev's Mechanical Mount Reward, which is this thing right here, which I'm not going to spend too much time focused on this in the beta, because this is going to be something I'll farm once we get to live, but I do want to see what it takes to get it, because I will definitely farm the hell out of this. Also, we got warbands and hero talents, and going from there. Says many of the trees have been updated since original previews, which is awesome because I haven't taken a look at any of these since the original previews. We got a new battleground, new professions, which I can't wait to see how the new crafting system is going to work. Plus UI updates with the new quest markers, which we covered in a previous update. So we've got lots of juicy stuff coming with the War Within beta. Right around the corner. They've also got some more information on like the Epic Edition, Heroic Edition, and Base Edition, and what you get with all those things down at the bottom. So yeah, we are almost ready, everybody. And if you've been following our journey, the exact reason that I got into World of Warcraft finally after years and years and years was because of the announcement for the War Within and the World Soul Saga that they made at BlizzCon 2023. So we got formed up, I believe, like a week after that, and our guild has been having a lot of fun since then. We've cleared all of the Dragonflight content together. We're currently in the Panda Remix content right now, and we pretty much just got a whole bunch of people ready and waiting for the War Within to drop. So based on this, if we had to make some guesstimations, looking at the fact that we've got a 90-day total for or 90-ish days total for the Panda Remix content. That looks like we will be sometime wrapping that up sometime in August, and then looking at potentially, assuming they do a 2 to 4 week pre-patch for the War Within, that puts the launch of the War Within sometime in September, mid to late September, assuming the beta goes as planned and they don't, push things back and add some more polish to things. So I'd say at the moment I'm kind of eyeballing personally, and I have no idea if this is true. We're going to wait and see, but I'm going to be eyeballing September launch for that. I don't know how hard I will go in the beta for the War Within, because I don't want to spoil too much. I do want to just do the main storyline, check all that stuff out, see if there's any wonks or bugs or feedback I can provide, get to the Earthen, see what that's all like, and then go from there. Like I said, I don't really care too much about, grinding dungeons, grinding gear. We might test the raid content a little bit once it gets to that point. But we are going to be exploring this space. So if that sounds fun to you, a couple of things to pay attention to. First and foremost, if you want to join our guild, we are on the Moonguard server, and we are all prepped and ready. We got a whole crew that is ready to go roll into War Within. We play pretty much every night of the week. Different people play at different times. We raid on Saturday nights. And then personally, I will be playing quite a bit of War Within mixed in with the Panda Remix throughout the month of June. So make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Daily streams happen here and on Twitch. There's a Patreon and a Discord. And hopefully we'll see you in game, in guild. Until next time, everybody, stay safe. Happy gaming.